welcome to my channel. Today I'm going to share you my philosophy of education, but before that I will introduce first what is education of philosophy and what are those philosophy of education. So don't forget to like and subscribe. So what is an education philosophy? A philosophy of education is a statement or set of statements that identifies and clarifies the beliefs, values, and understandings of an individual or group with respect to education. It should also serve to inspire and direct educational planning, programs, and processes in a given setting. So, a philosophy of education may influence what subjects or topics are taught, how they are taught, and perhaps more importantly, the supporting beliefs and values that are taught both implicitly and explicitly within and around the core curriculum. So what are those philosophy of education? Under the Western philosophies, there are idealism, realism, and pragmatism. The under contemporary philosophies are perennialism, essentialism, existentialism, progressivism, and social reconstructionism. So I chose pragmatism as my philosophy of education. Being a pragmatic teacher, I want my future students to improve their learnings, teach and guide them to learn on their own experiences by engaging them in some activities like experimental methods, creative and constructive projects, field trips, laboratory work, playing, internships or on-the-job training or the OJT, group projects, and the field studies. In terms of applying these ideas and adapting changes and to resolve the problems of my students that they encounter in life, through this philosophy, it makes my students reconstruct their experiences on showing active manipulation of the environment by testing hypotheses and answering some issues to readapt to their environment, and to make my students independent on some things, or when it comes to learning, I as a teacher should only guide and suggest when my students need my assistance. I won't let my students feel behind to each other and teach them to speak up when you have any ideas or wanted to say, giving them a friendly environment atmosphere and showing them the rules and procedures in the classroom. Treating my students well, it makes us have an active participation and have a unity. So, philosophy of education has an important role in preparing for our career in teaching as a future teacher. So, it is important to determine my philosophy of education because it is one of my source of knowledge. It guides me on different aspects that can help me to improve and develop my competencies. It makes me understand more on my chosen field, to be able to analyze from a different perspective of my future students, and also it gives me a lesson to not being judgmental to my students, to their age, personality. In addition, determining philosophy of education can help me on how to deal with the different students, and through philosophy, it helps me to understand what kind of teacher I want to be.